hype on you. You shining, they gon' try to take it from you. You grinding, it's nothing that hate could do. But I just been focused on my music. It's a cold world, they get ruthless. I'm all in the studio getting rich. Work hard, play hard, I'm that type of kid. Go hard for my family regardless. But I've been hurting, I'm so heartless. And they know my name.
Perverted version of this man who sold his soul. He said, I wanna be happy, went ahead and signed
You gotta be worth my time. So predictable. You're so predictable. So predictable.
At least his words don't do it justice. About how much I've taken from this. So please stay, I'm begging you.
now then you'll never go.
Triple threat jet. I'm shooting threes like I'm triple threat jet. Straight from the beam like I'm triple threat jet. I'm moving clean like I'm triple threat jet. Step on the scene like I'm triple threat jet. I'm shooting threes like I'm triple threat jet. Straight from the beam like I'm triple threat jet. I'm moving clean.
Stop, you trivialize, unit subdued, fly and flee, best baptized, stay anchored, or you'll get lost at sea. Through karmic chains, the true desire streams, longing for limbs wrapped to bring you to the plains. Purple bags blink through the people of the door, red flags knocking, yet you think of people from before, keeping the bottle
my eyes that tell you more than I ever could. See the music in my eyes. You can know my childhood. Is my spirit broken? Can you see it?
Girl, you got me in my feelings, I can feel it. Got so used to all these demons that I can feel it. Know they telling me to seal it, I'm talking real shit. Guess I'm done with all this stealing.
Think to myself, I never want this to change. I always wanna be here right now with you. So just hold my hand, be my best friend.
I can't fight, I can't breathe without my brother. My brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother. peace, we can't be beating on each other. I need peace. I need peace.
All right. Welcome, everyone. It is great to have you here for the award celebration of our Teen Music Maker Showdown. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time today, this has been a music competition for teens statewide throughout Massachusetts that we started back in February. It ran for about a month. We got a lot of amazing submissions, many of which you're going to get to hear today. And of those, they were all competing for top 3 prizes. So third place is going to get a Visa gift card of $50. Second place, another Visa gift card of $100. And first place, tippity top, getting the big old gift card of $150. So that is the stakes that were on the line, along with being featured here on the Twitch channel of the Boston Public Library Teen Services. So in between, we do a lot of different things on this channel. We do gaming streams, we do author talks, we do a whole lot of great events that you should check out as well. So come back again if this is your first time visiting us. And the winners, and also many of the other submitters as well, are going to have them featured in between those streams, during those streams, under those streams. And one more piece of the prize is that the top 3 will be offered the chance to make another piece of music for the Twitch stream for an additional $100. And that will be actually as freelance work, as a commissioned work. So basically a little gig. So there's a lot riding on the line here, a lot of things going on. But before we get into all that stuff, let's do a little bit of introductions. So I'll start with myself. I'm Ritse Adefolalu, and I am youth librarian at the Lower Mills branch of the Boston Public Library. Down here, if you don't know exactly where Lower Mills is, basically kind of South Dorchester. And if you want to follow us, see what we're up to, we've got our Facebook page where we post all of our events. And also, for those of you who may not know, since this is the library, I got to plug the books. You see all the beautiful books behind me. You can still check these out. I know that things have been really weird for about, a year. But even with all that, the library is still here for you. You can come get books. You can come get DVDs. You can come get CDs. All you have to do is use your library card to order them ahead of time online. So you request the books, you say which library you want to get it at, and then we'll get it all ready for you. And when it's ready, we're going to contact you either by the phone or by the email. You can come pick it up. So if you want to get in on that, check out BPL to go using the link right there, bpl.org/news/BPL to go, and you can get yourself hooked up. So that's all the introductions from the library side. Now we're going to turn it over to our illustrious partners who have been with us through the beginning of this event, the Hip Hop Transformation. Whoever wants to take it.
Thank you. I'll start it off, yo. Thank you, Ritse. Appreciate you. Thank you, all of Boston Public Library staff. This has been not a small undertaking, so thank y'all for helping facilitate everything. What's up, everybody? My name is Lightfoot. I am the audio director for the Hip Hop Transformation. I work closely with Flash and Red Shades, who you're about to get introduced to in a little bit. I've been working with the Hip Hop Transformation for about 7 years. It's been a privilege working with such incredibly talented young people. And at this point, a lot of actually straight up adults who are killing it in the music industry now. So it's definitely a privilege. And I'm excited to sort of announce some of these winners as well, because we've had some incredible submissions. So I'll kick it off to Shades.
What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Red Shades. I'm a hip hop artist, and I am the artist development director of the Hip Hop Transformation, also known as THHT. I am so excited tonight, and I am so overwhelmed by how much talent that I've heard through the submissions in Massachusetts. You guys are on your way. You're already there, and I know you're only going to go to the top. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm going to kick it off to Flash.
Thank you guys. Appreciate being here. Hope everyone is having a good day. Today is Friday, so we got something to look forward to aside from dope music. My name is Flash Furman. I've been working with THHT, I want to say about 5 years, maybe 5.5. I am the co-director of the program. I'm also a hip-hop artist transitioned into a booking agent. I do a lot of global tours and international tours. We won't do the name calling, we'll keep it short. But this experience has been something that's been super exciting for me. I got to listen to so many songs and so many different genres of music from different teens. I also am a teen hip hop act. I work with some of the biggest, boy groups or girl groups that came out of Massachusetts, and been doing this since a little kid. So it's dope to see you guys producing and doing music because I once was there. So I'm interested in sharing the winners and just kicking it with you guys. So thank you for having us. Peace.
Yeah, I can say, y'all, it's been a real pleasure working with the Hip Hop Transformation throughout this whole process. This is an organization I knew about before I even was with the Boston Public Library. So when I was hearing that we could actually work together with them, that was beyond exciting. And if you want to hear more about them, learn more about them, you can also check out our first event, which was the kickoff event in February. If you go over to YouTube and you find the Boston Public Library Teen Services channel, we've got the event in full on there. So if you want to hear more about Light and Flash's illustrious careers, unfortunately, Shaydez wasn't able to join us that day, but you can definitely find out tons about her. Just put it in Google and that'll do it. So those are the introductions, and now it's time to get to the actual music. So the way that we're going to do this is with a countdown of the top 10 artists. So a little bit about the judging process, how it worked. We put all of the songs up on YouTube as unlisted videos. So only private, only the people who we sent the link to could see it. And we didn't have any artist names on the videos. We didn't have any images that would link to the artist. We just had a standard little card for the contest, and we had the name, track, and also a number for the track. So that's what the judges were working off of. So they listened to all those songs, they ranked them all, and from that we got the top 10 songs of the whole submissions. Now, it's worth mentioning that some of y'all were just so amazing at making music that a single artist sometimes had multiple songs within the top 10. So some of them had 2, there may even been one that had 3, I don't remember exactly, but anyway, they were really killing it. And that is, going to be represented, of course, in the prizes as well. And in the shout outs, if we get, we'll probably have some time for some extra shout outs, so we may be able to listen to some of those. But in the interest of hearing from as many teens as possible, showcasing as many of these artists as we can, we're going to play the top 10 artists. So we picked the artists who had the highest rankings, and we're going to go the highest ranking song for each of the top 10 artists, if that makes sense. I hope we didn't get too confusing there. It was a little confusing for us too, but that's the way we're going to do it. So to start off, we're also going to have the judges. Some of the judges are with us today, both those that you see here on the video, and also a few special guests that we'll introduce when the time comes. But each song we're going to have introduced by one of our judges. And to start us off, we've got Red Shades for number 10.
All right. I'm so proud to announce this submission coming in at number 10. This beat really took me through a journey. What I like is there was a bunch of eclectic sounds in this beat, and then it revs up as it continues on. And before I knew it, about midway in, I felt like I was in a video game. This is something that I could hear on a commercial, video game, a movie, what have you. So I love the versatility in this track, and it gave me a bunch of psychedelic feels. So coming in at number 10, let's get it.
Ooh, all right. Amazing beat from Evan Wakely. Excellent, excellent. That was one of my favorites as well. I definitely had that on. So does anybody else have any more thoughts to share? I know Red gave us a beautiful description, but we can chit chat about it.
I mean, I always love those types of vibes, and I think Shaydez actually said it perfectly. And I think it's a lot to be said for like when your art can create such like a tangible sort of thought in your mind, and then that also be something that like everybody else kind of feels as well. So I think, you know, Evan did an incredible job with that beat for sure.
Definitely just piggybacking on that as well. I mean, for me, when I heard instrumentals, again, I'm a hip hop artist, so I always would start freestyling or something, and that would kind of let me know if I had a feel for it. I'm really into like vibes and vibey music, and that definitely was a vibe. So I appreciate that. Sure.
Definitely took us on a journey, and I think that might be one of only two purely instrumental tracks that made it to the top 10. So there were a good number, and a lot of them were really good. So that was a lot of competition, but that was one that really stood out. So the next track, I'm going to pass it over to you, Light, to introduce.
Word, this was like my favorite joint of all submissions. I thought this was like such a really, I mean, I might be dating myself, but when I was driving to high school, when I was like a high schooler, there was a show on WERS called like Coffee Talk or Coffee Hour or something, which was all just like singer-songwriter stuff. So when I heard this, it just like brought me back, and I feel like it was such a well-written song. Had kind of like lo-fi qualities to it, but the songwriting really kind of like made up for it and was allowed your like kind of brain to fill in all the like missing pieces. And I don't know, I just thought it was also one of our first submissions too. So I don't know, this was a good one. I'm happy to be able to introduce this one. So let's get it. Number 9, yo.
you say?
My heart was lower than the ocean floor till you picked me up, and the world stopped when I was in your arms. It felt like a dream and like nothing could hurt me. Dirty snow piled up on the sidewalk, but with you everything looked beautiful. I put my head on your shoulder, everything would be okay. Okay. Every little fear disappears with you, and everything bad just fades away. And I wish I held your hand, but just to be with you is really all I need. So don't go, don't go. You look good in gray, and I really, really like your hair and your eyes. You don't like your teeth, but I think that they're nice. If I were to fall, I know that you would catch me. At least I hope, 'cause you know I'm kinda heavy. And if I feel cold, well, you make me feel so warm. Every little fear disappears with you, just you, and everything bad just fades away. And I wish that I kissed you, but all I really wanna do is be with you. Don't go, don't go. I'm sorry that I can't look you in the eyes and tell you what you mean to me. I'm sorry, but kiss me once before you go, so I know that you feel the same.
All right, a very unique song, a very unique track. I mean, you can see the applause going on. Everybody, we all were deeply, deeply moved by that song, and are very glad that it's in the top 10. It's very different from pretty much all the other submissions, and when you first listen to it, if you're not, in the right mindset, you might be kind of dismissive of it. You might be like, what's going on? It's just like this voice and this guitar. But when you sit with it and you really let it sink in, I know everybody else has some things to say as well. I'll give y'all some time. Anyone else who wants to hop in there?
Yeah. I hop in. I mean, again, appreciate you for your lyrical content, and being I want to say kind of vulnerable. When I listened to the lyrics, they were very deep lyrics for a teenager, and I think that's something that stood out to me a lot. very into lyrics. It doesn't matter what genre of music it is. So to be able to hear you express yourself and hear metaphors and similes also was really dope. So I appreciate you. And that's a wonderful song. We all actually really like that song a lot.
Also say one more quick thing, which is like leaning into like sort of your natural talents, right? Your voice is so unique, and the way you sort of leaned into the way your voice is and creating melodies around it, just to me was really dope and well done. So dope. Well, yeah.
Right. I know a lot of us were talking about the vibes we got from it, the retro vibe. For me, it was a lot of like kind of, if y'all saw Juno, that movie, definitely reminded me of that. Definitely reminded me of like Scott Pilgrim, like that indie, just soulful, like not soul, but a soulful indie rock sound that just
very soulful.
It hits.
It's soulful.
So that's number 9. And now to help us with the next track, I'll actually be introducing our first special guest from the Clubhouse Network, Stephanie Rosario, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself and the Clubhouse Network before we get into that song.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here introducing this next song. My name is Stephanie Rosario. I'm the knowledge manager at the Clubhouse Network. We're an international network of free maker spaces headquartered in Boston, Massachusetts. We're longtime friends of and fans of BPL's Teen Center, and we're so excited to be here with all of you. This next song I absolutely loved. I love these raw lyrics and the really empowering message that it had. The melody has been playing over and over in my head, I think, since I first heard it. So I'm really excited to share it with you all now. And just remember, when this artist makes it really big, that you heard it here with the BPL first. So I will pass it over to you, Chris.
When my phone's blowing up all day, try really hard just to turn away. 'Cause every buzz that I hear leaves me drying my tears. Make it stop, please don't try to control me. If you cared, you would give me space, instead of just trying to send me pics of your face. It's only a matter of time until you realize it's not you. I just need to be free. You're getting too emotional, can't make me fall in love with you, I'm too special. Don't worry about me, I'd rather be alone, 'cause I'm better on my own. Oh, I gotta focus on myself, I gotta focus on myself. I don't know what to do with you. Oh, what am I supposed to do with you? Oh,
Ooh. All right, another amazing track. I mean, all these tracks. I mean, I see it in the chat. People saying this should be on the radio. Like, how is this not a platinum hit? It's true. It's amazing. The teens we got in this whole state, and a lot of them in Boston too, really just blowing us out of the water. The way that her voice and the structure of the song carried along with the lyrics to really propel you, take you to where she was emotionally. And Stephanie was spot on saying how it gets in your ear. That one, I'm going to be hearing it for the next, week. I'm going to be playing in my head. Anybody else have any comments on that one?
I want to. It seemed like Lightfoot was ready to go. I just sort of took his shot for a second, but I love this song personally. I found myself as well singing. Don't know what to. I can't sing. I ain't gonna do it, but I like that a lot. I do, and it's funny with a lot of the songs that we heard, they tend to stick into our minds, not because of being shocked over the music that you guys produced. We kind of came into it not knowing what to expect, and there was so many bangers, so many beats, so many everything that you guys brought to the table. So us even just being a judge and being able to listen to your music was something that was very delightful. And again, I appreciate you for your lyrics. That was really, really, really good and a dope song. So I really like that song. I hear it on Kiss 108 and Magic 106.7. You dig? So keep going. We'll be watching you.
Yeah, we had like a lot of submissions, all of them very, very dope. But just to it's hard to really explain how many songs we all listened to going through the process. But this is one that even when we break out and y'all are hearing the music over the live stream, we're in our own thing talking, and we're all still getting excited about it. And this is one of the joints that we're all like, oh, this is. So I don't know. I think it's always dope when you just to go back to what Flash was saying. If you have the ability to make somebody think that they can sing when they can't, because trust, I cannot sing, but I'm still out here trying to sing it. You were successful. So props to you.
This was one of my favorite submissions as well. Again, a lot of these submissions are like music score ready, like ready for the movies, ready for the TV shows, and like Flash said, Kiss 108, and. These submissions make me want to reach out to all of you to collaborate on some real stuff, like after this big grand finale and celebration. So make sure that you guys, tell us where we can find you, because you guys put out really great work.
Right. I mean, making them connections, like Stephanie said, when all these teams make it big, remember where you saw them right here on the Boston Public Library Teen Services Twitch channel. And if you do like what you're hearing and like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that follow. Come back, because we're going to have more great programs just like this all the time. So we're going to go ahead and move along to the next track. To introduce it will be another special guest, a former colleague of mine, actually, who I was very glad to have on board for this project, Sal Islam from the Cambridge Office of Workforce Development.
Thank you, Ritse. Appreciate that. Yeah, so my name is Sal. I work for the City of Cambridge as their Youth Employment Coordinator, and I'm also Vice President of Groundwork Somerville Board of Directors. Both of these organizations have worked with young people for decades, and I'm grateful to represent them for this competition. I've been a youth worker for many, many years, and I was also a musician when I was a teenager. So you can imagine how amazing these teens have been, to me at least, to see how skilled they were when they were young, comparing it to my own. So I am just so proud to announce our number 7th pick. This song really resonated with me. As a singer-songwriter, I felt like it was extremely well composed. The chorus has been stuck in my head since I listened to it, and it really gave me some Tame Impala, Lenny Kravitz vibes, which is quite impressive when you consider the musicality and mixing skills of both those artists. Both of the music and the vocals knocked it out of the park for me. This was definitely my favorite pick among all of our selections by far, and I'm sure this artist will go very far in their career. Without further ado, here's our number 7 track.
follow the head or follow the heart. One day I'll look back and laugh. I just want to let go, watch the trees sway to and fro, and not worry how much sand has passed. I just want you to know how hard I try. I just want you to know. I just want you to know how high I fly. I just want you to know. And it's a miracle I'm alive. I'm alive. Blood rushing through my veins to my eyes. I'm alive. Call it satirical. Do anything you want to in this life. Turn over the hourglass and fly, fly. I just want you to know. 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 No, I just want you to know. I just want you to know. No, I just want you to know. No, I just want you to know. I just want you to know. No, I just want you to know. I just want you to know. I just want you to know.
Yo, I love that track, but I know that Sal is ready, very ready to talk about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him start.
Man, oh my God, that track was just so amazing. I remember just listening to it, just going outside, like it made me happy. I don't remember my voice being nearly that good when I was a teenager. Like seriously, a huge shout out to Max. Like I really can't believe it. The guitar, the drums, the vocals. I saw people talking about the bridge. It was just structured like fantastically. This person has a career in music. Let me just say that. And I am so proud to have announced this particular song. Definitely my favorite out of all of them, even though that was a very hard pick. But man, I loved it. I love this song. I'm going to listen to it right now again.
All right. Anybody else want to share their love? Go ahead.
I wanted to piggyback off of Sal. Same sentiments, man. I really thought it was a good song. For me, reminded me, it took me to Austin, Texas. You guys are a little bit young, but there's something called South by Southwest. And they're very known for having performers perform in bars. So they have barbecue, right? So every time you go get food, there's somebody who's playing while you're eating in all the restaurants in Austin, Texas. And I felt like I was there and you were performing. And so like I also think I'm a little bit older than you guys, so I'll talk about it. But taverns, I see you performing in all the taverns. I see you performing in a lot of bars, just because of the music feel and just a good time where people are eating. And I think you definitely have a career as well, because that's what it took me when I heard it. So salute to you. And I just want you to know, I like that song.
I see what you did there. Any other thoughts on this one? I think pretty much hit the nail on the head with those comments. Excellent track. And something I forgot to mention, but I should throw in now, we're also having those of you looking at the chat already know, a raffle. We're giving away a bit of swag. I'll go ahead and give away what the swag is. It's going to be a USB key. And what's really dope about these, I didn't know it when we first deciding to do this, but the ones that we're getting are actually kind of shaped like a key, like it's kind of in a key shape. So like that's dope. But we're gonna send that along with I believe we have some masks from THHT as well, some face masks, so y'all can be fighting the Rona in swag. So if you want a chance to win some of that, go ahead and put your submission into the raffle using that Google form. And also, I'll go ahead and let the artists, those are the submitters who are here, know that they will be getting those as well. Everyone who submitted music is going to be getting that complimentary swag along with a thank you card, because it was a joy to have all that shared with us, a real pleasure, and we are extremely grateful. With that, I'll go ahead and pass it to Light to introduce our next track.
This next track, I really need y'all to sit in your chair and buckle up, because this next one is like the definition of a banger. It has everything that I love in a beat. Has hard drums, crazy 808s, gliding 808s, an intro that starts off nothing like how it ends. It's so fire. I got like hyped when I started hearing it. And this is actually an artist that I'd heard even before this competition. So big shouts to you. Yeah, let's just get into it. Track 6, yo, let's go.
Hype, like all aboard the hype train. Like, are you kidding me? How can you, like, you already said a lot, but do you have any more to say about that?
I just think it's like, it's so fire when young people are killing it on this level, but also like to have exposure to an artist like as like a fan, and then to have it come through your competition. And I don't know if this was already said, but like I had no idea. Listening to tracks, we didn't have an artist name, we didn't have a track name, so I had no idea what I was listening to, but I just knew it was fire. And then so when the results came back, I was like, oh, I'm actually hip to this dude. So yo, props to you, Auntie King. It was really, 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 really dope. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
You got me anti.
Yeah, I am speechless. I don't know if you guys saw me going crazy in the chat. Like, that's me in real time. These, like, just like Lightfoot said, the drums, just the 808s, like, I don't know. I can't even put it into words. It's indescribable feeling that like drove me off the off the road. Big fan of Anti King, and I'm really excited to hear much more of your work. That beats crazy as well as your other submissions as well. So keep up the great work.
Ditto, 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 ditto. Absolutely amazing. I was just, popping my head, going crazy. So great job, man. Definitely keep up the good work. We'll be watching out for you.
Excellent, excellent. All right, for our next introduction, we got another special guest who is also a local artist, who's going to tell us a little bit about himself and this next track. Go ahead, Ham Stank.
What's up, y'all? I'm Ham Stank. I'm a record producer. I'm based out of Somerville at the Stank Factory Recordings. And I basically work with artists and bands doing whatever their musical ideas need in order to be finished and ready for the listener. And this makes this next song extra special to me, is noticing that in this day and age where we can add infinite sounds from all over the world, it's easy for the message to get lost. Y'all saw how it was, at least. In GarageBand, Fruity Loops, whatever you use, you have so many different sounds, and it's easy to have like 45 instruments. This next song is a masterclass in simplicity. The elements are clear, it's concise, all the fat is trimmed down, their vision is clear, and the groove is way too real. Run it.
Ooh, one of my favorites as well. I mean, Hamstang said what needed to be said. The simplicity, and yet there's so much being given. There's so much being given with so little. Every little element. I mean, one thing that I can say just in particular, the little crash, like that, like that, it doesn't even come up that much, and it's not even that loud, but it's just the perfect sound, the perfect timbre to carry everything. Like, it contributes exactly what it needs to, and it just whole other level. What y'all got to say about this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, in terms of like sample-based beat making, there is so much that goes into just selecting the sample. You feel me? Like, if you can select that 4, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, that could just play over and over and over, never gets old, never gets repetitive. Like, that's a skill in and of itself. That's why I be getting mad at people who sort of say, "Oh, that's not original, you sample," right? This just kind of proves that it's not correct, you know?
My litmus test for beats is if I can throw a West Side Gun Ayo on top of it, with good money, and that is a beat that can handle a West Side Gun Ayo. And I also want to say, Calder is one of my students at my ICA AMP program, and I'm pretty sure he only started making beats like a year and a half ago. So he's out here killing it. Keep killing it, Calder. I don't know if you're tuned in right now, but I'm AMP right now. I'm AMP.
Yeah, I want to piggyback really quick. I know I'm long-winded, but this right here, I'm literally ready to jump in my car and drive to California on this beat alone. The whole time, literally rapped to it for like an hour. It was actually one of the first or second beats that kind of came up when I was listening. So I was like, oh my God, it set the tone for everything else we were actually going to listen to. So that is amazing. You are super dope. I just told Lightfoot, you're his student. We might have to get at you about that beat because that's super hard. But great job. Keep up the good work. We want to hear more for sure.
Lightfoot, you said this student started making beats a year and a half ago. That is lies. That's unreal. As soon as I heard this beat, I was ready to write the complete song that moment, and I will. Don't play with me. But I really, really love that submission. I really love that submission. So just fire, man. It's this is close.
Right, and like we were saying, one of the few and the proud purely instrumental tracks to make it into the top 10. Excellent work. And as our special guest, you heard a little earlier, Justin Zula was saying, the sample selection, I mean, that was something I should have mentioned. Part of this judging criteria we had was creativity. And one of the things we put in there was specifically like the choice of samples, like not just what you yourself make from scratch, but like how are you taking other elements and using them creatively. And this is a perfect example of how to do that. But having halfway introduced him already, I'll go ahead and pass it to Justin Zulo to tell you a little bit about himself, his connection with another local organization that does a lot of work with youth and music called Zoomix, and the next track.
Hey. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the young people putting themselves out there, and just these submissions were just wow. I had so much fun listening and judging, and shout out to everyone who put on this amazing event. Happy to be here. So my name is Justin Zulo. I'm a Boston native, music producer, educator, sound engineer. I have 20 years of producing and performing experience with hip hop. And I started actually as a youth at Zoomix. It's a organization in East Boston that sort of empowers youth through music. You could take classes there, everything from ukulele to theater to radio. I was there as a young person when they were just doing sort of like songwriting and performance. So I've seen them grow over the years, became a youth facilitator there, and have just, been using my musical talents to reach youth ever since. And I actually just returned from Chicago. I spent almost a decade there, and I taught digital music production to incarcerated teens for about 8 years through this organization called AMPed. And I helped establish the Chicago Hip Hop Theater Festival in Chicago as well. And now I'm back at my hometown, and yeah, I'm seeing Massachusetts got crazy talent with the young people, and so I'm happy to be part of this. And I was real happy to judge this this next song. If I could sum up this song in one word, it's just hunger. Like, I felt the hunger, I felt the sort of rawness, this sort of amazing energy, emceeing in its purest essence. I have a lot to say about it, but I mean, if you think about this song, between the structure of the song, the lyricism, and the content, those are three pieces of it, not just sort of the beat, not just the lyricism, not just the message, but all those things coming together lovely with a lot of really unique twists and turns throughout it. So, you know, it's just dope. It's just dope. It's real fire. I'm gonna talk about it after, but I think we should just all listen to it together, and then we can talk about it. Play that.
Hoping I fell off, homie, that's never the case. Money is power and power is money, the reason I'm stacking the cake. Wishing I fell off, homie, we cannot relate. I dash on the pistol, you live by the whistle, I never believed in a break. Working 2 shifts for the check, don't tell me I know that I'm next. Deposit is quick and direct, my wallet be quick to erect. Love is too hard to possess, the money is all I respect. Emotion be hard to reflect, the AP is all I invest in. Break a sweat, chase a check, only worry about mine. Wait a sec, only haters vexed, always worry about mine. I take a pic for my Insta feed, living lavish, I'm the centerpiece. Money, power, what we all need, but the rich and poor, they can never breathe. Hoping I fell off, homie, that's never the case. Money is power and power is money, the reason I'm stacking the cake. Wishing I fell off, homie, we cannot relate. I dash on the pistol, you live by the whistle, I never believed in a break. People tell me just to love less love, equal less stress. They ain't hating niggas, stop the flex. Grab the clout, then grab a check. People tell me just to love less love, equal less stress. They ain't hating niggas, stop the flex. Grab the clout, then I grab a chew.
Never believed it'll break, working all night for the pay. I'll give my life for the fame, I'll be alright with the pain. Just give me the lights with my name, better than staying the same. Maybe I'm stuck in my wave, they say I'm stuck in a phase. I rise and I wake in the morning to poverty, violence and shame. But they'll never know, I'll never tell them that I've been struggling, praying for better. I got the shoes, the jacket, the sweater, whatever, but life isn't coming together. Calling me king, I feel oppressed as a peasant. I ain't impressing my effort, I can be clean, but mentally I'm all disheveled. I show it and you'll wanna question, you don't wanna know. You can never see so many people come and go. Post on the book, RP to the bro. Yeah, I'm holding on to hope for my city, but I'm really trying to make it to the dough. Reap what we sow, we can't believe in ourselves, and these cells ain't gon' leave us alone. Media trapping our minds in the minds without answers, the answers are where we belong. And so if I fall off, just know that I made some mistakes, avoided my issues and broke the utensils that show me a road I could take. But I'll never fall off, nah, cause that would be sealing my fate. I'm gonna make it, if I gotta take it, I know I was born to be great. And so if I fall off, just know that I make some mistakes.
Money is power and power is money, the reason I'm stacking the cake. Wishing I fell off, homie, we cannot relate. I dash on the pistol, you live by the whistle, I never believed in a break. I give into fear, I feel living in hope. I feel the pain, I find out to cope. Hear what I feel, deep from within. Live inside out to the outside, get in. Gotta get comfy inside my own skin. Gotta get on, just taking my can. I give into fear, I feel living in hope. I feel the pain, I find out to cope.
Gotta get
Ooh, that song took us very many places, very many wonderful places. I mean, the execution, that was another one of our 3 criteria. We had creativity, we had structure, we had execution. Honestly, this is knocking out the park on all 3 of those, but execution in particular, I mean, the way that they changed up the beat so perfectly, the way that they changed up the flows to match everything, the way that they past, who was rapping with just not a hitch in sight. Justin, did you want to say anything more about the track?
If you don't mind, I got a lot to say about this track, man. I mean, it cut through the noise. You know what I mean? Like, just on the side of lyricism, not even what was said, but how it was said. You feel me? The confidence, the sharp delivery, the potent message, right? That wavy feel on top of it. And it's just, that's what MCing is about. You know what I'm saying? And so even before you get to what the beat's doing, because that's a whole nother realm, you just you get that energy from sort of the craft of MCing was just so on point, and the execution, like you said. But I want to talk about the structure of the song itself is just nuts, because you start off with this kind of gurgly, dingy, almost sounds like you're in the belly of a dragon or like in a bad dream or something, right? And so it has that raw vibe, but then at the same time, it has like the catchiness and energy of a mainstream song, like something you hear on the radio, that's a hard kind of, balance to strike within hip hop music. So I was impressed with that. And then obviously the thing that made me recognize this as like it needs to go on my top 5 was that dead center in the song, all of a sudden the tempo slows, the beat drops to halftime, the voice changes, and someone starts riding the beat, right, on that halftime tip. And if that wasn't crazy enough, when the beat comes back in, and you never really see this in rap, the rapper follows the tempo very seamlessly back up to the original tempo. And I was just like blown away by that. Like, that was like the liveness of that effect was just real impressive for me. Yeah, and then the content. I'm gonna let some other people jump in because we're just hyped over this track. But I have some stuff to talk about, the content and the message, because I think that was real deep too.
I mean, we got time. You can go ahead.
Well, all I wanted to say was that I wanted to thank these young MCs for putting themselves out there, because I realized what you were doing with the message is deep, right? It's like, for me, I felt like it was two competing voices. That first voice had this confidence, this ego, this kind of like, almost like a commercial rapper type vibe, talking about money, talking about all this stuff. And then you got the second voice that comes in with that change up that is showing this vulnerability, this sort of like self-doubt. Will I make it if I don't make it? Whereas the first one was like, I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? And so for me, it was sort of like a commentary on like self-identity and how do you adjust the power and wealth of your dreams without sort of like selling out who you are inside as an artist. So I was definitely feeling the deepness of the message too.
For sure. Who else? Was somebody gonna jump in?
You kind of summed it up really, really nice for us. Yet at the same time, I mean, again, it's just another banger. Just showing the range that you guys have amongst all the different genres of music. So, I mean, kudos to those that particular group. And as always, thank you for sharing. That was definitely something that was dope. It's always good to have change ups in music and to be able to go from amped up to calm. And again, like he said, the transition was really dope. So definitely appreciate you taking risks to be able to do that in the first place, because that isn't something that's common. And you guys did that fairly well. So great job.
Also, holler at me for some beats. I want to get you on the track because y'all just are too fire.
All right. Another excellent one. And we still got 3 to go, but now we are getting into the top 3. So these are the actual prize-winning artists. And before we dive right into that, I want to remind everybody one more time, there are some more prizes that can happen, even for you in the chat watching. So remember that raffle. If you want the chance to get some swag of your own from the contest, go ahead and enter in with that Google form. And you could be getting yourself a USB key and a dope THHT face mask. Now, to begin with the official winners countdown, I'll pass it over to Flash to introduce number 3.
All right, guys. First and foremost, again, thank you all for submitting, but we are now at the top 3. Before I get into the song that I will be presenting to you guys, I do want to say this. Do not be discouraged. Not feel a certain kind of way because your song didn't make it to the top 3. We enjoyed every song that was submitted, and we appreciate you guys for doing that. This process has been something that's super amazing for us, and I hope for you as well. Do intend on doing this more. We're hoping that we get more submissions and you guys continue to submit music. With that being said, I am representing the 3rd song. This song for me, I don't want to embarrass myself, but I kind of can't help it because I literally was singing this song too. And yes, Magic 106.7, Kiss 108, a few different places I hear it. Lyrics, yo. Never thought that love would end like this, like just the intro. Like when I was younger, how much time I got? 1 minute? Real quick. When I was younger, 8th grade, I had a girlfriend. Listen, real quick. I had a girlfriend, okay? And I remember we broke up because we were transitioning, going from elementary school to high school. And I was like, you don't want to have, you might meet new people. So we broke up. I remember we broke up. Mind you, I only had like Magic 106.7. So they were playing like, who knows what they were playing, but every time I would hear these songs and it was raining, I get super emotional. Something about this song sort of put me in the same spot when I was younger, but I love it. And here goes the number 3 song, Love Will Come Again. Let's get it, y'all. Peace.
I never thought that it would end like this. I never thought that one day I wouldn't feel your kiss. But now the truth is clear and I just can't look away. And I know it's right, but it hurts to say I never looked beyond the times that we shared. I never stopped to remember that life, it just ain't fair. Follow your heart to the end of the line, and when it starts to break, I was spending every day running through your memory. Thoughts of you were on replay, and all the things I meant to say. I was so hung up on you, but I kept on pushing through. Cause there's one thing that I knew, love will come again. And when you left me for whoever you did, you got me wondering, was he stronger, taller, a better man than me? Girl, I treated you like royalty, cause you were a queen to me. No, but my heart, it was played upon in your game, cause you threw it all away. I was spending every day running through your memory. Thoughts of you were on replay, and all the things I meant to say. I was so hung up on you, but I kept on pushing through. Cause there's one thing that I knew, love will come again. And when it does, are you ready to open up your heart and start again? Cause you gotta give it time till the girl will say you're mine. You go again, go again, go again.
Jamie, taking us above and beyond, over the moon. I mean, wow. I mean, what else can you say? What else can you say, Flash? What can you say?
Yo, listen, I literally feel like singing right now, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to embarrass myself. But that song is an instant hit to me. I think it's amazing. I literally hear that on radio and runs at the end. The riffs he was doing, you know, everything about it was just really awesome. And I really appreciate that record. And it stood out when I heard it the first time. And again, when you can resonate a place and time to like a song or an experience, it makes it that much doper. So for me, again, it brought me back to my childhood. I appreciate that. That was really some fire stuff that I definitely could hear. So again, you killed it. Great job. We lit.
Right.
I'm singing.
Talking about just structure of that. I mean, the lyrics, the song structure, that's like how they used to write. They don't write songs like that anymore. They don't write songs like that. I mean, like, I immediately was like, this is something that Stevie Wonder could have done. This is something Whitney Houston could have done. And he's got the voice to match. I mean, come on.
Can we
Anybody else have any thoughts?
We just let everyone know that Jamie is in here.
Okay.
He was in the chat. Super lit.
We are
Definitely.
so glad to have you, my man. Killing it. Did anybody else want to say anything about that song? I mean, you don't really even have to. It speaks for itself. So thank you, Jamie. We're so glad you could make it, and so glad that you took part in this content test. It was a blessing for all of us. All right. So the next song I actually have the pleasure of introducing, and this was my favorite track. The way that this song just even starts, it's so hypnotic throughout the whole thing. It kind of pulls you in, lures you, and plays with your expectations in a lot of really interesting and excellent ways, both the music itself and the vocals. So with that, I won't give anything else away. Let's go ahead and give it a listen.
What's for me, you can't take from me. I live
ooh, just love the way that, I mean, it's so unexpected, the way that the flow of both the singing and then the like kind of rapping going on, got scissor vibes, Solange vibes, and you never know where it's going to go, but you do know that you want to be there. I mean, whew. Did anybody else want to say anything about that track? I know we are running a little shorter on time, but you can go ahead.
It's a moment of silence. You know, I gotta step in there. Hey, vibe. I was just in the comments just saying how it was a vibe. I just, again, feelings. We catch feelings and we catch emotion from songs, and you guys put us in those places, the lyrics and the stuff that you do. So definitely a great record. And as I've been saying to everyone else, thank you for sharing. I was really dope. And I've been in here just saying it was dope. So I hope we got to see it. And thank you for being in the chat. And shout out to the producer also, because we see you in the chat, rappers. So we work on both parties. So
both y'all parts. And we know, I mean, it was a little bit of a story behind how Jalen ended up into this contest, but we are very glad that he was part of it too. And thank you for being here, Nayeli. And yes, I did say scissor, and I meant it, every single bit of it. So now we got our number 3 out of the way. We got our number 2 out of the way. It's about to be number 1, the grand prize winner of the contest. I'm going to hand it over to Red Shades.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Red Shades. And let me just start off by saying that this is such an honor to present everybody the number 1 spot of the statewide Teen Music Maker Showdown. We appreciate every single submission. It was so hard to choose, so this was no easy feat, right? So for this coming in at number 1, when we talk about a complete song, a seamless collaboration, radio ready, professionally produced, everything on the list, it checks off everything on the list. And to be the age that these contributors are, I'm just like blown away. It put me in the mind of Estelle. It put me in the mind of so many different singers that we know and love today. And I'm scared because I know that by the time they reach 21 even, they're going to be a problem. So without further ado, coming in at number 1. Are y'all ready? It is Affirmations by The Loop, coming out of Boston, Mass. Yeah, let's get it.
If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love. It's the best, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love. It's the best, it's the best in the east and the west. Never ever stop me, you will never ever top me. I will never let you stop my movement on. Never ever stop me, you will never ever top me. I will never let you stop my movement on. I am the greatest, I am amazing, I am a legend. Brown skin's a blessing, blessing. Come join the quest in love. I am the greatest, I am amazing, I am a legend. Brown skin's a blessing, blessing. Come join the quest in love. Moving on, can't take me down, take me down. Moving on, can't take me down. Moving on, can't take me down, take me down. Moving on, can't take me down. You couldn't take me down if you wanted to. Cause even when I'm down, my self-love is full. I'm really good, sometimes misunderstood. My heart has seen it all, can't knock me cause I'm strong. My mind is marvelous, confidence is my countenance, keeping me right on top of it. You best believe I'll never quit. And when it's tough, I remember what I'm made of. I'm a queen, best believe I got a whole lot of self-love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love.
the chat even feels that this is.
I mean, let's clap it up. I mean, that's really just standing up. I would stand up, but the camera's not going to follow me. Wow. There you have it. Very, very worthy of that first place prize. Amazing song from amazing artists. And we had so many amazing artists. I mean, I wish that we could give all of you $150. Like, I really do. I wish that I had it myself. I would just take it out of my pocket. I would personally give all you kids $150. Like, that was amazing. This whole contest has been such a joy hearing all the great music you created. And we want to take a little bit of time, since we can't hear everybody, to shout out some other tracks that we love. I'm going to pass it on, and if anybody has one in mind already that they want to shout out that we didn't get to listen to.
Can I start? Does that matter?
Go on, yeah.
I'm long-winded Flash, they call me AKA. But before we do that, I just want to say the Loop. Really like you guys. I will definitely be in contact with you guys. And, you know, again, I do bookings and things of that nature. I'm sure you may have a situation or whatever, but I love you guys. You guys are amazing. That was really dope. Instantly when I heard it, I knew it was one of my top songs. So very good message and very good everything. So I love that song. So I just wanted to get that out the way. Following up, 2 songs for me, instrumentals that I really like were not there. Was one of them was called Gotham Beat, and the other one was called I think it was Dark Hard. 2 instrumentals that were really dope, and great job, guys. Thank you for having me, and
Word. Anybody else got some shout outs?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to give a big shout out to one of my favorites that were on honorable mention. It was a song called Can't Ball. When we talk about Radio Ready Again, that just had me turned up. I remember I was listening to all the submissions. It was late at night, and so my energy was kind of low. As soon as that song came on, it was lit. I felt like I was partying, and so definitely would love to hear more from that artist and those collaborators. So thank you for having me, everybody. This was an amazing thing to be a part of. Have a great evening.
Light, you got anything to throw in there?
I feel like Flash and I have spent so much time together that our brains might be the same brain at this point. Both of his honorable mentions were mine too. There was another one, but I'm also the worst with names, so I forget what it is. But honestly, they were also dope. So I mean, it's hard to really say, but definitely those 2. And I want to echo what Shade said. It's been really, really dope being able to go through all these submissions, being able to collaborate with BPL, being able to collaborate with all the other organizations that we brought in. It's been dope. Thank y'all.
I wanted to just
go ahead.
I had so many that were honorable mentions, but I just wanted to second the Loop, See Me Beyond My Skin. I mean, I showed it to a bunch of people as I was listening. I'm just like, there was something that was just so raw about the emotions and the relevance of the commentary in the song, and how it just resonates with the times we're living in. And I just thought it was a really great put together song. And the instrumental almost reminded me of like an interlude from a Roots album or something, the way it was. Right, the jazz. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it was well done. And the other song was Hear Me Out, Sam Turn and Robert Larkin's song, because I just felt like that also was just really in tune with the world we're living in within COVID, and just like wanting to get back right to normal simple days, and it was just hella catchy. So I just wanted to like put those 2 out there too.
For sure. Did any other of the special guests want to shout anything out? Sal or Hamstank or Stephanie, if you can hear us.
I just wanted to thank all the teens for all their submissions, and y'all seriously made me so proud to be from Boston and to be based here, and so excited for the future of music, knowing that it's in your hands. So just thank you.
I just want to echo that as well. All the teens just did such amazing work. I had such a great time listening to every single track. For real. It was so good. If I had to shout out to one specifically, I would shout out Hopefully. It was another one of those guitar type songs with vocals. I thought the artist did a really good job in doing a lot of amazing finger picking, and I thought they had some really great vocals too that can improve over the years. So just don't give up. Don't give up on your music. Oh, great. Thank you.
For sure. If I had to shout out two real quick, I would just say Permanent Ink was another great rock track, very modern rock, very well constructed. And then another beat that I really enjoyed was Lift Off, another one that really nailed the simplicity and taken the right elements to the right places. But that is about the time that we have for today. As everyone has said, thank you so much, all of you, for taking part in this. And thanks to all of our partners on this endeavor, all the organizations that have come together to make this a reality. This couldn't have happened without you. This has been really a dream that, most of you don't know, but this started as a Twitter conversation between me and Red Shades. And now look how it's grown, look what it's become. And we are definitely planning to keep this going. And all this music that you heard and all the submissions from the contest, you can check out on our YouTube channel. I believe the playlist has already been linked in the chat, so definitely check it out there. Artist winners, we will be getting in touch with you about those gift cards, and all of the artists who submitted, be on the lookout. We'll get in touch with you about the swag that we're going to be sending out. Other than that, I believe that is a wrap. Thank you all so much for coming here again. Boston Public Library Teen Services Twitch channel. If you like what you saw today, which, how could you not have, hit that follow button, come back, see what else we've got going on. And other than that, be easy.
On the scene like I'm triple threat jet. I'm shooting threes like I'm triple threat jet. Straight from the beam like I'm triple threat jet. I'm moving clean like I'm triple threat jet. Step on the scene like I'm triple threat jet. I'm shooting threes like I'm triple threat jet. Straight from the beam like I'm triple threat jet. I'm moving clean.
Stop. You trivialize. Skin is subdued. Fly and flee. Best baptized. Stay anchored or you'll get lost at sea. Through climate change, the true desire strains, longing for limbs wrapped to bring you to the plains. Purple bags blink through the people of the door. Red flags knocking, yet you think of people from before. Keeping the bottle
My eyes that tell you more than I ever could. See the music in my eyes. You can know my childhood. Is my spirit broken? Can you see it?
Girl, you got me in my feelings, I can feel it. Got so used to all these demons that I can feel it. Know they telling me to seal it, I'm talking real shit. Cause I'm done with all this stealing.
Think to myself, I never want this to change. I always wanna be here right now with you. So just hold my hand, be my best friend.
I can't fight, I can't breathe without my brother. We come from peace, we can't be beating on each other. I need peace.